Welcome back to Met Audio. Every time I have to review ugly affordable gears, I'm always happy. We saw ugly affordable speaker, ugly affordable internet amplifier, ugly affordable subwoofer, take a look of the Impact X, and now it's time of ugly affordable CD player. So a small jump and let's do it. In 2022, what we call streaming music or liquid music, it represents probably the majority of how the music is consumed. But the vinyl record sales is growing non-stop year after year. And what about CD player? Then I was thinking, who should be interested to buy a CD player? For me, for example, I just bought one, the Rotel AL Tribe, that we will compare it soon also in this review. I think it will be very interesting. Compact discs are highly affordable right now. They will give you a better quality if you use to listen, for example, like MP3 in Spotify. Next, most of you probably still have a lot of CD at home. And number 4 could be that some music, especially in classic music, is still not available on streaming platforms. But anyway, we are not here to speak about why you should buy a CD player. We are here to speak about a CD player. So if you are watching this video, you're probably interested in an ugly affordable CD player. And the two CD players that arrived to me from Pro-Ject here to review it are the Pro-Ject S3, that's the small one, and the Pro-Ject DS3. S3 is highly affordable. It has a retail price that is around 400 bucks, 400 euro. And the DS3 is a little bit more expensive, but still affordable. We are probably something like 600, 700 bucks. Pro-Ject is well known for the turntable. It's actually one of the biggest brands of turntables. But it's doing also affordable gears like headphones amplifier, phono stage, and we saw actually in the high-end Munich that they are coming also with a balanced turntable, with a balanced phone stage that actually is very interesting. As you see, they are ultra small, almost portable. And I like it because, for example, if you look my rack, I have the turntable, and closer there is a small space for a half-size rack. So perfect if you don't have enough space. How we achieve these results, we'll see it in a moment later in the characteristics. So the front panel is in less is more modality. So power on off button, play, pause, stop buttons that you can also use for eject the CD, and previous and next track. So minimalist and ultra clean. Same things for the DS3. On the back panel we can find the power supply that is external, analog RCA output, only coaxial for the S3 and coaxial and optical digital output for the DS3. Digital output is very important because in the future, if you want, you can just use it like a CD players and use an external DAC. That's actually really good. So the external difference between them is that the DS3 has also the optical digital output. And the display on the front on the DS3 is a little bit bigger and brighter. A square display of 1.54 inch for the S3 versus a larger one for the DS3. Both of them are not so big, but contain all the info that you need. And I didn't have any problem to read it from my listening positions. Also with the CD player not placed in front of me. So they have a good display view angles intelligibility. Both of them are coming with this ultra cheap small remote control that is probably my only critics regarding the two highly affordable CD player, but we will speak about it later. Both case is in aluminum, ultra full aluminum, ultra rigid. That's really important for the CD drive, that is the heart of the CD player. That has to be solid against vibrations and electromagnetic interferences. Both CD players are available in black and silver finish. And the DS3 is giving you also the possibility to choose between magnetic wooden sides panels that are available separately. So if you want, you can personalize your DS3 with these magnetic panels. And now let's speak about specification. DS3 and S3 are both true red book CD player. What's that mean? As you know, in 1980 Sony and Philips invented the compact disc, defining a standard that specifies parameters and property of the CD, like for example optical parameters and deviations error. And these standards or library will take the name of red book. There are also other colors. But I will not go too much deep, because probably I'm not the right person for this. But if you are interested, there is in descriptions a link so you can read about it. For us, it's important to note that they are using an original standard CD player and not a cheap one like a computer drive or a DVD drive. So something unusual in this price category. Affordable high-end model. It features some interesting upgrade if compared with the entry-level S3, like the CD80 Blue Trigger Servo, to have more accuracy in the CD reproduction. We got a better DAC. In the S3 we use the PSM5102 and the DS3 the PCM1796. I also asked Pro-Ject why they choose these types of digital to analog converter, because now I saw that a lot of people they are really focused on the digital to analog converter, but also speaking with engineers, so people that have a lot of experience, they told me that what is really important, it's all what is around the digital to analog converter, like power supplies, preamplification and all this stuff, rather than the digital to analog converter itself. But they choose the PCM because it has the sweet sounds that they was looking for. The laser of the CD player is vibrating on high frequencies rather than the turntable that is vibrating on low frequencies. So Pro-Ject has to take out this resonance out of the box with 3 soft suspensions and 1 hard suspension that is working like an energy sink. Pro-Ject told me also that the driver, the heart of the CD player, was designed together with Streamer Unlimited company that is actually responsible of many CD players available today on the market up to 10,000 bucks. So how they achieved these small size? One point was to take out the power supply, and they use a switch power supply. So now I asked also Pro-Ject, can this affect the sounds? And they answered to me, in the old sound test that we did, we noticed that a switch power supply outside is better than a cheap linear supply inside to avoid mechanics noise and magnetic noise. Of course, a proper linear design could be better, but they want to maintain the price affordable. But Pro-Ject is giving you also the possibility to supply the CD players with an external Powerbox DS2. This is actually the philosophy of Pro-Ject, to give you highly affordable gears with the possibility to be upgraded in the future. Both CD players was tested on my reference systems and my entry-level hi-fi systems. My reference systems is composed by the Sonos Faber Serafino like speakers that are very resolving, and we have a power amplifier Macintosh MC312 and a pre-amplifiers Cambridge Audio H&Q. So let's say very resolving and accurate hi-fi systems. And also I tested both of them on my entry-level hi-fi systems with the Wurfdale Evo 4.1 and the Rotel Tribot A11 that we actually reviewed some weeks ago. A very interesting and beautiful integrated amplifier. Go to check the review, I will let it in the description. So I used same RCA cables, same setups, and I compared also with the Rotel, as we will see it later. I noticed that compare CD players that are, let's say, in the same price range is something not easy. I had to do also a blind test, and I took 1 month, and it's 1 month that I'm testing these CD players now to be sure to don't say in the sound quality. And now let's speak about it. Testing the S3 on my reference hi-fi system, it shows a good textures and a good dynamic. Nothing that impressed me actually. But I could enjoy a long listening sections done of hours and hours without any fatigue, and that's really important. The sounds of the S3 is mostly about a correct tonal balance and timbre with a good musicality for the price range. Switching the S3 with the DS3 on my reference systems, God, this is a different animal. The first things that catch my ears was the soundstage. This was huge, bigger and wide. A beautiful musicality, smooth, easy to listen, and an incredible pleasures for my ears. Bass was solid, playing incredibly deep, not aggressive or punchy, but warm and balanced, giving a good tonality to the instruments and voices. I used to play a lot of kind of CDs, and actually I played also rock CDs, and there is some tracks where the drums is covering the voices, something that I didn't notice with the DS3. So I got this perfect balance. I could enjoy instruments and also voices in complex passages and complex songs. That was actually something really beautiful. I felt more on DS3 rather than the S3 that voices and instruments are more free to sing and scream when it's needed. I have here a beautiful CD example of voices full of textures and air that I enjoyed more on DS3, for example, that was Musica Nuda, Petra Magoni. Or take it also, Lisa Dolby, Hold On, are both a good example. So on S3 it was sounding very well, but on DS3 I got this smoothness that I was looking for on my reference system. What I really appreciate on DS3 on my reference systems was this sense of air around instruments and voices. The room was full of music and life, and I could enjoy my listening section. So both of them are very natural, balanced, and with our overall timbre that it's really correct. Another CD that I really enjoy was New York Ska Jazz. Really beautiful, full of instruments, and a really fun CD. I suggest to take a look of this because it's really beautiful. And on both of them, I really enjoy the listening section. I found that on the DS3, the separations between instruments and the imaging was slightly better. But where the DS3 is making the difference is in the soundstage. That is much wider. Okay, not so much, but it's wider. You really feel it if you have a resolving hi-fi system. About dynamics, both of them is great. I really enjoy on classic music, the crescendo, the bass drums. Absolutely beautiful, nothing to say. And the mid-range is in line with the CD quality. So very satisfied with both of them. But my pick for my reference system is absolutely the DS3. And what about the entry-level hi-fi system? Let's move on comparison because I have something interesting to tell you. Comparison and compare both of them with the Rotel CD11. On my reference system, as I told you, my pick will be the DS3 for musicality, soundstage that's unbelievable, and the accuracy. And always on my reference system, I still prefer my Rotel CD to the S3. I found it has a better transient response and is a little bit more clean in voices and instruments reproductions, with a great intelligibility in voices and more body on instruments. But testing on my entry-level system, the 3 CD player, was a different story. I spent hour and hour trying to figure out the difference between them, and in the end was really difficult. Sometimes I was thinking to hear something different, and then I did a blind test. I asked help to my girlfriend to do this because it's nothing easy to do it at home. So we did this blind test and I failed. Where I was thinking to hear a difference in the blind test, I actually failed. I didn't find any difference. So in the end, which one is better? The most cheapest one, at least for me. Why to spend more money if I couldn't hear any difference? So is my entry-level system less resolving? Probably yes, I don't know. But was something really interesting because it's the first time that I tried a blind test and was actually really funny. So the difference in the soundstage that catch my ears immediately on the reference system was not evident on my entry-level system. And now let's speak about pro and contra. So about Contra, the remote control is probably the only things that I don't like because it's really small. It's working good, any problem about it, but it's really small and I have two small crazy kids here, and if they see it, they will take it and hide it and I will not find it anymore. But what I really don't like is that one time I was listening for the CD players, I was there playing with the remote control and then I let it, I listening one songs and then I skip to the next songs and then to next songs again. I say, hey, what is that? Why is skipping alone? And it's happened one time, the day after again, and then I look my Dora, she was with another remote control playing, and I say, it could not be. I took the remote control and I tried it, and actually with another remote control I was able to skip and doing also stop, CD eject and other stuff. So that is only my contra. It's not a big issue, but it's something that I didn't enjoy. DS3 was impressive from first listening section. It doesn't only improve my soundstage in any direction, but it gives a touch of musicality and life to any CD that I played. It left me with more questions than answers about how you can achieve incredibly sound quality results in a so small chassis. Do you really need to spend more money? S3 instead is a best buy in this price range. It plays everything and does it exactly. Best choice for any entry-level hi-fi systems and not only. It has a beautiful designs and is ugly affordable. Perfect if you are looking to build a serious hi-fi system. So from audio is everything. I hope you enjoyed the review. Subscribe to the channels to support my works. Beautiful, highly affordable product. We need more stuff like this. See you.